Hi guys, so this is the next video in the chapter 11 series. So today we'll be looking into import and export procedures. Most probably an import or an export happens with the involvement of an agent, but it could also happen without their involvement. Whatever the method followed, the documentation required in the import or export procedure remains the same. Import procedure. Selection of foreign suppliers. A suitable supplier needs to be selected through websites, embassy, etc. Submit a price inquiry. After selecting a supplier, then the prices of the goods to be imported will be inquired by requesting a price list. Receiving a quotation. So as a response to the importer, the supplier would send a quotation including the prices at which they are going to be sold along with other terms and conditions. Obtaining import license. When importing certain products, it is necessary to obtain an import license, and this is issued by the Import and Export Control Department. The products for which the import licenses are required is decided by the Commissioner of Import and Export. Issuing an indent. If the importer agrees with the quotation, then they should submit a purchase order. This purchase order is known as indent. Make payment arrangements with the supplier. Letter of credit, credit cards, and debit cards are used for making the payments. Clearing of the goods. After making the payments, the products can be obtained by producing the necessary documents. We'll look into the necessary documents later. Export procedure. Getting registered as an exporter, finding a foreign importer, obtaining an export license if necessary, respond to the price inquiry received from the importer by submitting a quotation, obtain the indent from the importer, reservation of the shipping space and preparing the necessary documents, packing the goods in an appropriate manner for shipping, ensuring the batch of goods to be exported, obtaining the bill of lading once the goods have been handed over to the shipping agent, making necessary arrangements for the receipt of the consideration. Documentation used in import or export trade. Import or export license. The products for which a license is required in import or export trade are published by the Export and Import Controller. Some of the institutions involved are Gem and Jewellery, State Gem and Jewellery Authority, T. Sri Lanka Tea Board, Indent or Order. If the importer is in agreement with the quotation provided by the exporter and willing to purchase the goods, then an order should be placed with the relevant supplier. This order is known as an indent, and this order can be done through the internet. This indent, which is sent to the foreign supplier by the importer, contains the details of the goods required, price, relevant shipping conditions, etc. Bill of lading. This is issued to the exporter by the ship owner or the agent on behalf of a shipping company. This confirms that the goods have been received by the ship and that the shipping company is responsible to transport the said goods to the relevant port and hand over appropriately. A copy of the bill of lading is sent to the importer by the exporter, and this becomes an essential document for the importer to confirm that he is the rightful owner of the goods when the ship reaches to the port of destination. This contains details such as description of the goods, exporter's name, importer's name, the name of the ship, and the port of discharge, etc. Invoice. This is a document which contains details of goods that are being exported, such as pricing details, conditions of payments, shipping route, terms and conditions, etc. Letter of origin. This is a document which is issued by a recognized board of trading or any other state authority certifying that the goods handed over for shipping have been manufactured in the exporting country. This document is very important for claiming tariff commission. Example, when Sri Lanka exports good to the European Union, the letter of origin is issued by the Board of Investments or the Ministry of Industries. Letter of credit. The letter of credit is issued by the importer's bank to the exporter's bank on behalf of the importer on their request. This is a confirmatory document issued by the importer's bank assuring that the payment for the goods shipped by the exporter will be made. Import entry. This is the document that must be submitted to the customs by the importer or their agent, confirming the importer's ownership to the goods that have been received at the port of destination. This is prepared using the bill of lading or invoice. Export entry. This is the document submitted to the customs of the exporter's country by the exporter, giving full details of the goods that are anticipated to be exported. Insurance certificate. This is the certificate of insurance obtained by the exporter or importer when exporting the relevant batch of goods. This certificate will be obtained by the importer or exporter based on the terms of the sales agreement. Wharfinger's receipt. This is the document issued to the exporter by the customs confirming that the goods were received and undertaken by them. Letter of indemnity. This is the document issued to the ship's captain by the exporter to obtain a pure bill of lading, confirming that the exporter accepts full responsibility for any risk for breakages or damages or any future risk to the consignment or any part thereof in a situation where the ship's captain may consider to issue an impure bill of lading. A pure bill of lading is issued when the goods loaded to the ship are in good condition. If all the goods or any part of the goods loaded to the ship are broken or damaged, an impure bill of lading will be issued. Sanitary certificate or health certificate. Depending on the requirements of the importing country, some agro products of the exporting country may require a certificate from an accepted authority to confirm the suitability of the product for consumption. Example, for agro products, Agriculture Department. For fisheries product, Ministry of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Warehouse certificate. The storage in close proximity to the port is known as warehouse. A warehouse certificate is issued by the warehouse authority to the importer to confirm that the goods have been stored there. While the goods are in the warehouse, they may be transferred to another party by transferring the ownership of the warehouse certificate. Therefore, the warehouse certificate is a transferable document. Now let's look into methods used to settle the payments in foreign trade. Through opening letter of credit, through bank order. This is the statement of order given to the bank of the receiver of the money or to the agent bank of the receiver by the bank of the sender, stating to pay the mentioned money to the mentioned recipient according to the given conditions. Electronic payment methods. This includes the modern techniques of settling payments using internet facilities. This is the most frequent method used to make payments. Internet prepaid cards. Internet prepaid cards can be used on a temporary basis by depositing a sum of money to be used for a particular purpose. Internet prepaid facilities. Payments are made through one's own bank account and required directions are provided with internet banking. Most of the banks at present facilitate their account holders in this manner. Those who are in need of this service can get registered and access the relevant website using the username and the password. Payment through electronic payment entities. Without making direct payments to the institute from where a particular product was purchased, the relevant payment is made through a recognized payment making institute in this method. Example, PayPal. So, That's it with this video guys. Please do like and share to learn and let others learn. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.